Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Migrate to Innovate Summit, presented in partnership with Intel. My name is Kanav Anand, Senior Product Marketing Manager at Microsoft, and I'm thrilled to be kicking off this year's summit with you. Our agenda today is packed with an inspiring lineup of Microsoft thought leaders and subject matter experts ready to share the latest trends, real-world case studies, and best practices to help you with your migration and modernization journey on Azure. Before we jump in, let's take a quick look at our agenda for the next 2 hours. We'll begin the keynote with Omar Khan, VP of Infra Marketing, and Jeremy Winter, Chief Product Officer and Corporate Vice President for Azure Core, who together will walk us through how organizations can accelerate innovation with cloud migration and modernization on Azure. To close out the keynote, Cyril Belikoff, VP of Azure Solutions and Partner Marketing, will help bring this to life for us with a customer interview. Following that, we'll provide you with the option to pick between 2 breakout tracks: Migrate and Modernize Windows Server and SQL on Azure, and Migrate and Modernize your Linux estate on Azure. I'll be back after the keynote to share a few more details on what is included within each breakout so you can pick what's most relevant for you and your organization. With that, let's get into the keynote with Omar.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's event. I'm Omar Khan, and I lead product marketing for Azure Infrastructure. I'm thrilled to be here with you all. Today, we'll explore the strategies and technologies that can accelerate your innovation through migration and modernization to the cloud with Azure. You'll have the opportunity to deep dive into sessions tailored to your workloads, and we'll wrap up with actionable guidance and best practices to help you get started. So let's dive right in. Throughout history, the right tool in the right hands has sparked transformation. All the way back from the inventing of the printing press to putting the world's knowledge at our fingertips with smartphones, these tools have fundamentally changed our lives. And now we're entering the next great shift, a new era shaped by AI. An era where AI can be the catalyst to help businesses increase revenue while managing costs in 4 areas. AI can help employees be more productive and drive more well-being by automating mundane tasks and giving access to personalized insights and data. It can reshape business processes through automation and supply chain optimization, and AI can help reinvent customer experience through enhanced self-service options and personalized engagements. And finally, AI can boost innovation by equipping product teams and engineering teams with deeper knowledge, market trend analysis, and self-learning tools. This impact is taking shape for every individual, every business process, and every organization across every industry. And your opportunity to lead in this new era is now. While adopting AI and the latest technology is important, we also hear from you that agility is a business imperative. Agility to innovate with AI and address priorities like rising costs, security risks, and cloud sprawl and tool proliferation. To truly thrive in this dynamic landscape, organizations need a strategy that creates balance. A balance between addressing the pressing priorities while being agile and their need to fuel innovation with AI. That's where Azure comes in. Azure can help you, regardless of where you are in your cloud adoption journey, helping you address current needs and prepare for the AI future. And when you use Azure, you can realize benefits such as a 250% ROI when innovating using Azure AI services. And you can get more than 2x return on your investment with Microsoft Defender for Cloud, our comprehensive cloud security solution. And you can also get up to a 76% cost savings and up to 5 times faster performance on Azure than on AWS. And last but not least, you can get more than a 200% ROI using Azure Arc, our hybrid and multi-cloud solution. We realize that most organizations have highly complex and heterogeneous IT estates with a variety of workloads. Azure is purpose-built for every workload, from applications, databases, to operating systems and infrastructure. We also have strategic partnerships for your largest third-party workloads like VMware, SAP, Oracle, NetApp, and Citrix. So now let's dive a little deeper into how you can be AI ready with Azure. Let me first start with your AI journey. Some of you might be on the bottom left box, still considering the impact AI could have. Others may be in the top right box, already developing AI solutions that improve the experiences of your organization and your customers. Well, wherever you are in this quadrant, I think we can all agree that your desire is to get to the top right and be a leader in your industry. Moving from evaluating AI to realizing AI value at scale is the goal for many organizations. And while AI is creating new opportunities, scaling and operationalizing it can be challenging, something we deeply understand and can help you with. Here's some of the challenges that we hear. Complexity in development with the explosion of AI models and tools. Which one do you choose? A lack of data organization to get the most out of AI. How do you get info across my systems connected? The power, cost, and efficiency of infrastructure to scale your AI workloads. And don't forget about security, including how to govern AI to meet compliance. And finally, talent and skilling to take advantage of AI itself. To help you address these challenges, we've built the Copilot and AI Stack. The Copilot and AI Stack is the platform for building your own AI applications and copilots. In fact, it's the platform that our Copilot is built on. Across the middle here, you see the building blocks for these solutions. The infrastructure provides the computing power, and you have foundation models from AI innovators across the industry. Your own business data and orchestration tooling to light it all up, and all of this is made possible by Microsoft Azure. And then on the side, you can see the developer tools to build your AI solutions across Copilot Studio, Visual Studio, and GitHub. And we're continually innovating at every layer of this stack, from infrastructure to data to tooling and applications. And the impact of running AI and hosting your data and applications in the cloud is real. Forrester surveyed hundreds of users like yourselves about the impact of co-location in the cloud for accelerating their AI ambition. 75% of enterprises agreed that migrating to Azure was essential for their AI adoption at scale. The study also showed it was almost twice as easy to innovate with AI on Azure than it was on premises. And I love this quote from a CIO of a manufacturing company that we interviewed. The CIO said, by having data, infrastructure, and AI co-located, it's easier for us to incorporate that data into an environment and then use an LLM. The access to resources has helped us significantly speed up the build and make it much easier and simplified as a process. And customers such as the NBA, AT&T, O2, and Coca-Cola, and more are innovating with AI across every industry, doing everything from personalization, automation, accelerating innovation, and scaling their business across the globe with unprecedented time to market. The possibilities are endless, and we're excited to partner with you on it. Now, I'm going to hand it off to Jeremy Winter, Chief Product Officer for Azure, to show you how to accelerate your innovation with AI through cloud modernization and migration.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be with all of you. Today, I want to highlight some of the key areas I see shaping how organizations like yourself are approaching cloud migration and modernization with the cloud. Let's start with the foundational challenge: how businesses are balancing migration, modernization, and the rapid advancement of AI, all at the same time. Look, traditional IaaS lift and shift migrations continue to be essential because they provide the fastest, least disruptive path to the cloud without re-architecting applications up front. Yet modernization continues to be evaluated, driven by the need for greater innovation, enabling businesses to leverage cloud-native architectures. And now, with AI's rapid advancements, businesses are rethinking how they build and deliver solutions. And AI is no longer just experimental. It's transforming software development and the future of applications. Now the challenge: migration, modernization, and AI are all critical, and you must balance them simultaneously. And as I stated, traditional migration remains a priority. Yet one key area currently being evaluated is VMware migrations, as it remains central to many infrastructures. The question is whether to migrate VMware as is or transition to a native cloud model. The fastest path to the cloud is migrating vSphere workloads to Azure VMware solutions as is. And this service mirrors on-premises VMware technology, simplifying the transition with a monthly subscription that includes all VMware licenses. It's ideal for those with existing VMware expertise requiring no application refactoring or reskilling. Now, for others, you may go with Azure native options, and this eliminates the need for VMware licenses and fully embraces the cloud advantages. The key here is that we give you the choice, whether you want to move quickly with familiar VMware tools or transition to a fully cloud-native model. Now, migration is only the start of your cloud journey. The value of the cloud comes from when you embrace the cloud as the platform for scale, which requires modernizing and adopting fully managed platform services. In my conversations with business leaders, the most pertinent need for them is to accelerate time to market. And this requires freeing up time for your teams to focus on what truly matters, building innovative solutions with AI and other cutting-edge technologies. And at Microsoft, we provide a comprehensive platform to modernize your entire landscape, from applications and virtual machines to containers and databases, leveraging managed services and cloud-native architecture. And the impact is undeniable. In a recent study, modernized organizations accelerated application delivery by 50% and slashed operational overhead by 70%. The future isn't just about keeping up, it's about leading the way. Okay, and lastly, let's talk about bringing AI into the cloud journey. AI isn't something you simply add on at the end. To be effective, AI must be part of the foundation of your modernization strategy, starting with your use cases. The first step is deciding where AI can drive the biggest impact. The key here isn't to AI everything, it's about targeting the right workloads and processes. Look for areas where AI can automate repetitive tasks, enhance decision-making, or create entirely new experiences, whether that's powering AI-driven customer interactions or accelerating software with development with AI-assisted coding. Now, after you've identified your AI use cases, the next step is to unify your data because AI is only as powerful as the data it has access to. And right now, most organizations have data spread across many systems. And to get AI to work effectively, we first need to bring that data together, organize it, and make it accessible for AI-driven insights without disrupting existing operations. This means consolidating data sources and designing an architecture that supports real-time intelligence. And without this step, AI is operating in the dark. And this is where Fabric is a key solution to consider. You see, Fabric enables seamless data management across existing data sources, and it integrates into your larger Azure platform around AI. Now, having AI models isn't enough. You need an infrastructure that allows you to design and deploy AI at scale. A fragmented AI strategy leads to complexity, security risks, and operational inefficiencies. And that's why organizations need a platform that supports AI across their cloud ecosystem, one that integrates with existing workloads, allows customization, and provides governance at scale. This ensures AI is a long-term enabler, not a disconnected experiment. To solve this, we introduced Azure AI Foundry to manage every organization's entire AI estate. Foundry is the unified AI platform that allows you to design and manage the next generation of AI apps and agents at scale. Best of all, it's integrated with the most popular developer tools in the world like GitHub and Visual Studio. Now, next up, I'll hand you over to Cyril, who's going to chat with the customer who puts this all together for us.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. My name is Cyril Belikoff, and you've learned a lot about Migrate and Modernize to Innovate from Omar and Jeremy. Now let's chat with one of our Azure customers, Lawview, to learn why they built the foundation for AI innovation on Azure. We have Sam and Sarah from Lawview joining us all the way from New Zealand. Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and what products and services does Lawview provide?
Hi, great to be here. So my name is Sam Kidd. I am the co-founder and CEO here at LawView.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Cyril. It's really good to be here. I'm Sarah Webb. I'm the COO here at LawView. I look after product and engineering, as well as legal, infosec, and privacy.
So at LawView, we really help corporate legal teams. So everything from how they deal with their internal business users, so those kind of requests that come in through to them, how they manage and collaborate as a team together, and then how they engage with their law firms. And then that's I suppose their day-to-day workflow is around their communication, their storage of documents, their contract management, and so it becomes their hub, so their legal workspace for managing the entirety of the corporate legal work that sits inside an organization.
Wow, that's great. Walk us through your cloud adoption journey. Why did you decide on cloud, and how did you modernize, and what benefits did you achieve from Azure?
Yeah, so when we started LawView, it was way back in 2014, and a lot of organizations were only kind of just moving to the cloud. So we knew we wanted to be a cloud solution, and most of our clients were a large corporate, so a lot of them were kind of sitting on the Microsoft stack. So when we were kind of first having those initial conversations with folks, realized that it was going to be a much easier process for them to sign off on the cloud provider they're already using. So Office 365 had, in some ways, did a lot of the heavy lifting for us. They got security teams onto the cloud. They got them thinking about storing their emails in the cloud. And so when it came to us picking which provider we wanted to go with, that made a lot of sense. It was just one less, I suppose, provider for them to kind of go through and kind of give the security tick for. The other big part of why we chose to go Microsoft in the early days is a lot of our clients being corporate legal, they live inside the Microsoft suite. So they live inside Outlook, they live inside Word, and that ability to kind of integrate with those software solutions and those productivity tools was going to be exponentially easier. So that was kind of, I suppose, what really led to our decision of, okay, let's go all in on hosting on Azure.
Thank you. Security is top of mind for everybody. And, like you mentioned, it's top of mind for yourself as well. Tell us a bit about how Azure helped you secure your platform.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've talked about this, but many of our customers are operating in highly regulated industries. We service customers across all verticals, from health to finance to government. So we have a compliance program that kind of spans the full remit, everything from ISO 27001 to SOC 1 and 2, HIPAA. And we also, for our government customers, offer compliance with CGIS, which is the standard for companies who are handling FBI data. So some pretty sensitive information going in and out of the platform on a daily basis. Choosing a provider like Microsoft Azure was just one thing that helped us kind of bridge that gap and get into those customers' security teams in a way that allowed them to approve quickly and trust that we were basing all of our services in that kind of pre-approved environment. Most of our customers have data sovereignty requirements, so it's really important for us to choose a provider that has services available in all of the regions that we want to operate. And that includes the Gov stack in the US as well, which is only available through Microsoft Azure. We use the Azure Security Center as our kind of central point of managing security. We're using products like Defender and Sentinel. And we also have compliance blueprints that we can overlay across our infrastructure and our implementations to help us maintain that compliance with the standards that I mentioned before.
Can you talk a little bit more about how Azure helped you think about innovation or building a platform for innovation?
Absolutely. Having all of our services co-located in our single Microsoft Azure ecosystem means that we can pull services together really quickly. AI is a great example of this. Everything is moving at lightning speed, and we are seeing new models being released every day, new technologies to support it. First of all, let's talk about AI in the legal space. It's not a domain where creative generative AI is a natural fit. So we have an immediate issue just trying to get our customers on board. They're excited about what AI can do, but they're really risk averse. So they really need confidence that their data isn't going to be used to train models. It's going to remain safe and secure, meeting all those requirements we talked about before around data sovereignty and information security and privacy. So if we can leave the job of developing those AI tools to Microsoft, who have the funds and the resources to be able to evolve those very quickly and be able to deploy them within the ecosystem that we've already created, we can focus on what we do best, which is deeply understand our customers' core workflows and problems and use those AI technologies, much like we do with all of the other Azure services, to really offer a fully featured product suite.
Can you give me a few examples on how you're leveraging AI to better your customers' experiences?
So pretty much as the way Cyril's talking about, we've got a deep understanding as to what workflows our customers are trying to do. And so this is where we're really focused on kind of core workflows. So a good example of this would be like our key data extraction, where contracts are uploaded and then we're going through and then ripping out the key dates across the platform. So utilizing the technology there from the large language models to enable us to do that. Another good example is kind of utilizing AI technology around building guidelines. So being able to kind of upload a Word document which lays out all your guidelines and then running and processing those invoices as they kind of come through. And so for a lot of our customers, they want to be able to use this technology, but they don't want to have to spend time learning how to actually kind of implement it. And so the knowledge that we bring is we understand what they're trying to do at a specific time in the clause. So we then embed that technology kind of into the platform, as opposed to people saying, I want to use AI. For us, it's just another workflow. The customers shouldn't really care kind of how it's been solved. And so we really kind of focus on what it is that our customers are trying to achieve and then inject the right technology at the right time to achieve the outcome. And I think that's really what customers are relying on us to do, is to be out there sourcing the right technology and then focusing on the outcomes.
Okay. How is the Microsoft ecosystem helping with customer adoption of your innovative solutions?
Our customers are deeply embedded in the Microsoft ecosystem already. So as Sam touched on at the beginning, our customers are always Microsoft customers. They're in Office 365. Our lawyers are working in Word and Excel in particular on a daily basis. And our philosophy has always been to meet customers where they are, not add technology as a burden, if you like. If you think about all of the software products that exist in a business ecosystem these days, you're learning almost every day how to use something new. So our philosophy is to leave customers where they are. And we have, for a long time now, had deeply embedded add-ins and workflows within Word and Outlook in order to help with this. So if you think about things like business user engagement, they're used to emailing the legal team. And a big hindrance to rolling out a new platform like LawView or any other vertical solution that's specialized for a particular team is the change management to the wider business. So if you can provide integrations with the tools that they already live in, it really speeds up that adoption piece and prevents those kind of blockers. Teams is another example. If people are engaging with their legal team through Teams, or their first request comes through the Copilot as a front door, it can then back on to services like LawView, where we have those specific workflows designed to help them with legal specific problems.
Wow, thank you. How did Microsoft help you with your cloud adoption and your AI journey?
So right from day one, Microsoft have made programs available for us. So when we were a startup, we were part of the BizSpark program, which allowed us access to resources that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to afford to, play with and innovate with. And moving on from that, we became part of the Digital Natives program, which has been incredibly valuable for us. It's given us access to early access programs, access to black belt developers that helped us with innovative proof of concepts. And also, probably most recently and most notably, being part of the early development program for Copilot. So our engineers were actually working with teams in India, working on our modifications to our Teams add-in to make it Copilot compliant. And we were working on that at a stage when there was no actual interface and we were having to kind of develop blind and send manifest files overnight to India so that the team could tell us whether or not it was actually going to load and do the job. So that was incredibly exciting.
How are your customers now benefiting from this migration?
Yeah, I think really where they see the benefits is they're not having to think, and then they're not having to actually be out there looking for other products. That burden sits with us, and that's why they sign up to use a kind of platform like us, because they're, especially in the space around AI, there's just every day there's news of something new coming out, something new that's going to kind of change the game for what it is that they're doing. And a lot of the time they're trying to focus on just what they're actually trying to achieve on a day-to-day basis. So really kind of leaning on us with our expertise of building software to make sure that we're putting the right software in front of them. And so like an example of this is you see everyone trying to become prompted engineers and like how you're going to actually kind of utilize AI and to do all that sort of work, whether that for us is all kind of happening under the hood. So sort of like I was saying before, we understand deeply what our customers are trying to achieve at a certain point, either in the workflow. And so our engineers and all the work that we do is we can actually then kind of dig in and make sure that we're kind of, I suppose, deeply understand the context of what they're doing, building those kind of prompts up so the outcome is consistent and it's easy to use and it's embedded inside the application at the right point. And so part of that kind of migration is us really focusing on what we do, which is how do we deliver the right services for our customers and allowing them to focus on what they do, which is trying to perform legal services for inside the organizations. And so I think that's the game at the moment, is actually trying to work out how do we keep bringing new technology, how do we keep moving customers forward at speed, and then just it's that relationship between us and the customer, and then us and Microsoft is like how we getting access to new technology and innovation as it's rolling out quickly as well.
Well, thank you so much, Sam and Sarah, for joining us today and sharing your insights from LawView and what your experiences have been on Azure. But all of these are only possible because of technology that enables that. And we've made great strides in our platform thanks to partnerships with industry leaders like Intel. Let's hear from Intel directly. Let me now invite Andy to talk a little bit more about that. Hey, welcome, Andy. Tell me more about your role at Intel and our partnership and how you are working together with us to jointly serve these customers.
Thank you, Cyril. I'm working as a cloud solutions architect and I'm part of data center AI group at Intel. Intel and Microsoft, we have a long history of collaboration working together to bring cutting edge technology solutions to our customers. From PC innovations to data centers, AI and machine learning, networking and edge to Azure Cloud, with enhanced software and hardware security and much more. As Azure Cloud Platform leverages Intel hardware, including our latest generation Xeon scalable processors, to run application and services, which allows our customers to use Intel technology and CPU accelerators for both enterprise and AI, such as enhanced AVX512, AMX, QAT, DSA, IA, and security solutions such as SGX and TDX, enabling confidential compute platform in Azure Cloud. Our collaboration ensures better performance, scalability, helping business and customers achieve optimal results at scale.
Thank you. Really helpful to understand that. How are you evolving for supporting the growing needs of AI innovations for our customers?
We are committed and looking forward for AI enhancements for foundation models, AI agents, vision models, and model serving. We are amplifying AI on Xeon with our Xeon CPU and software stack using Intel One API and OpenVINO, leading for a secure and sustainable AI ecosystem together on cloud, delivering performance per watt value for our customers. Intel is committed to open source OPM, open platform for enterprise AI. Customers can now migrate and leverage Intel Advanced Metric Extension AMX out of the box with the new launch of general availability of Azure DEV6 VMs powered by Intel 5th Gen processors and Azure Boost on Azure platform.
Thank you so much. It was awesome to hear about our partnership and how we are working together to support our customers' AI innovation and migration and modernization journeys. Now handing it over and back to Jeremy to talk about the ways you can get started.
That was incredible to hear, and I just really appreciate the time. Now, let's talk about how you can get started on your Azure journey. We're here to support you every step of the way, from assessing your IT estate and building a strategy to executing your migration and continuously optimizing as your business evolves. The future is yours to shape, and with Azure, you have the tool and partnership to make it happen. We do this through offerings such as Azure Migrate and Modernize to save on costs, best-in-class tooling such as Azure Migrate, guidance through programs such as Azure Essentials, and hands-on support with the Cloud Migration Factory. And as I wrap up, throughout the event, we'll go deeper into both migration and modernization areas, showcasing the strategies and innovations that help organizations successfully migrate, modernize, and integrate AI into their businesses. The future of cloud isn't just about moving workloads, it's about building a foundation that's AI ready from day one. Look, everyone, it's been a pleasure to be here with you today, and have a great rest of the event.